Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In this DTRS session today, we are going to discuss 20 important questions from current affairs. And the questions that we are going to discuss, they are very important for the UPSC Prelims 2025. And the lead article for today's discussion will be based on Starlink satellite system. So we will understand what are a Starlink satellite system, which company operates these satellites, and we will also understand why this satellite system is in news. All right. So before we go ahead, so the quotation says, I measure the progress of a community by the degree of progress which women have achieved. Okay. So basically, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar talks about women empowerment. And he talks about that progress of a society can be viewed or can be measured by viewing how much women in that society has progressed. All right. So this is the thing. It means that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a forward-looking person. Okay. So he was a futuristic person. And at the same time, he basically was a feminist, we can say. Okay. Because he advocated for the rights of women. He advocated for, let's say, women empowerment. That's why. Okay. So before we go ahead, let us quickly discuss about a program that Lukmaan IAS runs. It is known as All India Prelims Mock Test Series. So any one of you who is preparing for UPSC Prelims exam of 2025, you might have done your preparation well. But the thing is, you need to test your level of preparedness also. For that, we have the All India Prelims Mock Test Series. You can participate in this test series, wherein in every mock test there will be two papers. One will be for GS, other will be for CSAT. Okay, GS 100 questions, CSAT 80 questions, and the nature of the question will be equivalent to the standard of UPSC. And after the test, we are going to provide you answer keys, explanation, and also we are going to conduct test discussions, wherein faculties of Lukmaan IAS are going to, let's say, participate in the discussion. The discussion videos will be provided to you. Already 2 tests has been conducted. Third test will be conducted on 29th of December. So if you have not yet registered for it, you can still register for the AIPMT test series, and you will get access to the previous test also that we have already conducted. Now, with this, let us quickly talk about another program. It is known as Prelims Guidance Program. So Lukmaan IAS is going to start the Prelims Guidance Program from 6th of January 2025. This program will be dedicated for the UPSC Prelims 2025. And for this, we are going to conduct an open session. And what is that open session all about? That open session will help you to understand about preparation strategy of various subjects for the UPSC Prelims 2025. So in this PGP or Prelims Guidance Program, we are going to, let's say, conduct classes to cover all the subjects of Prelims exam, be it GS subjects or CSAT subjects. Apart from this, there will be, let's say, test series also for you. Okay. So overall, there will be 60 classes. And all of you, right, who are beginners in UPSC preparation, you can give this test, which is Bright Minds Scholarship Test for IAS. Through this test, if you get the top rank, you can get the GS Foundation course absolutely free of cost. You can attend the entire 1 year's program free of charge. Okay, through this, and all other performers, right, they will get concession or they'll get scholarship equivalent to the percentage of marks that they score in this particular test. And similarly, we have an essay year-long test series also. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss one by one. So in all, we have around 20 topics for discussion. We'll discuss each and every topic today. Okay. So with this, now let us quickly move to the, let's say, first topic of the day. Okay, first topic. So it is based on a Starlink satellite system. So what is a Starlink satellite system? All of you may be knowing that a Starlink satellite system is a kind of project which was initiated by Elon Musk. And so the lead company is SpaceX. So this particular, let's say, Starlink satellite project wants to provide internet connectivity through satellite. Okay. So they have thousands of satellites. Basically, these satellites are in the low Earth orbit, right? So around 550 kilometers above the surface of Earth. And so these satellites provides, let's say, internet connectivity to remotest of the remotest areas. I mean like to remote areas also. So related to this, they have, let's say, given two statements. First statement is obviously incorrect because like they talk about that this satellite system is developed by NASA and ISRO, which is wrong because this satellite system is developed by Starlink or let's say Elon Musk company, and the system uses low Earth orbit satellites for better connectivity compared to geostationary satellites. This statement is right. It means option B is right. Okay. Answer keys and explanation are given over here. So basically one of the satellite was recently discovered, right, or identified, found in Arunachal Pradesh, not Arunachal Pradesh, in Manipur. So people are trying to connect it that like, maybe those people who are infiltrators, people, let's say, who fueled the tension in Manipur, maybe having the internet access over there, okay, are Manipur militants using a Starlink device? So this is a question that was raised because of the Starlink satellite system, right? Now let us quickly move to the next question, which is question number 2 for the day. So this question says, with reference to Gangetic River dolphin, consider the following statements. So they have given 3 statements and all these 3 statements are related to Gangetic River dolphin, okay? So we know about it. So they are mostly found in large groups, rarely alone, and known to be extremely friendly towards humans. See, Gangetic River dolphins are largely found in isolation. I mean like, they stay isolated, they remain isolated. Sometimes they are found in groups, maybe up to 10 Gangetic River dolphin may be there. So this statement is not correct. When we talk about the second statement, what it says, they are known by a number of local names across their range, including Susu, Hihu and Bhagirath. Okay, so Susu is known, right? Hihu is known in Assam. Bhagirath is known in, let's say, like, it is known in Nepal. This statement is right. Now, third statement is also right because Gangetic river dolphin are endangered and they are, let's say, mentioned endangered in the IUCN and Red List. Okay, and it is there in first schedule of the Indian Wildlife Act. Okay. So second and third statements are correct. It means option C is the right answer in this question, right? You can, this is the news article that has inspired us to frame this question. This is the explanation, right? Now let us quickly move to the next question, which is question number 3. Okay. Consider the following statements regarding intergovernmental science policy platform on biodiversity and ecosystem services. In short, it is known as IPBES. Alright, related to this, we have 2 statements. First statement is wrong. Second statement is right. Okay, why first statement is wrong? Because it is not a body of the United Nations organization. This particular body was established by a group of countries who came together, around 94 countries came together. They established this particular organization, right? So they are somehow supported by the United Nations Environment Program, but it is not itself a body of the United Nations. Are you understanding? So, but the thing is, like, this particular body publishes this report which is known as Nexus Assessment Report. Okay, this report was recently in news. That's why, let's say, like, we have framed a question on this particular topic. So you can learn more about this particular report in the explanation of in the PDF, okay, which is given. You can download this PDF and read from here. Now we have another question, question number 4. This question is again very important. What it says, consider the following statements regarding automated and intelligent machine-aided construction. Okay, automated and intelligent machine-aided construction. Okay, why it was in news? Because recently the Union Ministry, right, for roadways, so that ministry has started using this particular, let's say, like, system to expedite the construction process in roads, because in many roads the construction was getting delayed, so that the process, and they started using this. Okay, so it refers to the use of robotics, artificial intelligence and automation in the construction sector to improve the efficiency and reduce human labor dependency. Okay, so this is a very let's say good topic for prelims exam, and it is not a government initiative. Okay, so it is kind of automated and intelligent machine aided construction. It is a kind of product, it is a process, right? But the thing is, it is not initiated by the government. This product is, let's say, already available. Private sector uses it, government sector uses it, like that. Okay, and it focuses on implementing 3D printing technology in building affordable housing. Okay, so basically this particular product, this particular technology can be used in building houses also. It can be used in building roads as well. It is generally used in construction activity, but like it is not a part of, let's say, 3D print. It is not a part of building how affordable housing thing for the government of India as of now. Okay, so that's why option A is correct. It can be used, but like it is not being used for this. Okay. Now we have another question, question number 5. This question is again very important. What it says, so here they have talked about a fault, Denali fault. Okay, fault, you understand? So like if we have, let's say, like continent to continent, so if there is a fault line, so like there will be a divergence, so that is known as continental fault and all. So it is a topic which is important under geology or geography. Okay, so it says it is a major strike slip fault located in Alaska, USA. This is right, very factual information, right? You need to try to learn this. Okay, remember this fact. Maybe UPSC may ask a question related to this. It is tectonically active and contributes significantly to seismic activity in the region. This is right. It is part of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. This statement is wrong. Mid-Atlantic Ridge is an oceanic ridge. Okay, it is an oceanic ridge. But the thing is, if we talk about Denali fault, it is located in Alaska, which is a kind of continent. Okay, continent. So it is a continental fault located near the continent. Okay, so that's why third statement is wrong, because third statement is about oceanic ridge, but this is a kind of, let's say, fault in the continent itself. So 1 and 2, option B is the right answer. Denali fault found to have torn apart ancient joining of two land masses. Okay. Now we have another question, question number 6. This is again important. With reference to Jigyasa program, consider the following statement. This is a very good program of the government. Okay, so under this program, what the government does, basically, like, let's say there is a body, CSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. So this is a kind of scientific body of the government of India. They have multiple laboratories across the country where they focus on building those technologies or doing R&D on those technologies that can be, let's say, commercialized, that can be made available to the, let's say, masses, available to the people in India, right? So the scientists from this particular, let's say, CSIR lab, the scientists, okay, the scientists from this particular CSIR lab are going to interact with the students. Okay, they are going to students in schools. Okay, so they are going to interact with school students. Okay, so this is the program. Why? Because they want to inspire students to take up science and technology as a career. Main focus area is students, and as of now they are primarily focusing students who are from Kendriya Vidyalayas. Okay, KVs. So first statement says it is an asked by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research to connect school students and scientists. This statement is right. It aims to foster curiosity and promotion. So it is not for undergraduate students. Okay, it is for school going students. Undergraduates means those who have qualified school, passed out from school, but they have joined colleges, so they are undergraduate. Okay, but like this is primarily for school students, so that's why this statement is right, wrong. So it says it is conducted in all government and private schools across India. No, it is not conducted in all government and private schools. It is nowadays being conducted in Kendriya Vidyalayas, which is government school. So statement 1 is correct only. Okay, A is the right answer in this question. So with this, let us quickly move to the next question. Okay. So CSIR's Jigyasa program hosts groundbreaking scientific event. Okay. Now we have another question, question number 7. So here we are talking about a body, United Nations Development Program. Okay, UNDP. UNDP remains in news for multiple purposes. It releases multiple type of reports also. So you need to learn about the reports and indexes that are published by this particular body. Okay. So it says it is responsible for publishing human development report. Okay. This statement is right. It is headquartered in New York, US and operates in over 170 countries. This statement is also right. Okay, so its headquarters is in New York, USA, and it does have its regional offices across 170 countries through which it operates. Okay, basically both these statements are correct. All right. C, both these statements are correct in this particular question. Now let us talk about another question, which is question number 8. Okay, what it says, consider the following statements about National Human Rights Commission. So here this question is about NHRC. This body is very important. Okay, although this body does not remain in news, but like it has been mandated with one very prominent role, is protecting the human rights. Okay, and also taking a step whenever human rights are violated in India. Okay, so NHRC was established under the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. This statement is right. It has power to. So basically this particular body does not give judicial orders because it is quasi-judicial body. So it can recommend the agencies to enforce certain activities, okay, enforce certain things. But the thing is, so it has the power to enforce, it does not have the power to enforce, okay, it can only recommend. The chairperson of the NHRC is appointed by the President of India, this is right, and must be a retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, okay, must be a retired Chief Justice. So basically retired Chief Justice of Supreme Court means retired Chief Justice of India. But the thing is, let's say NHRC can have, okay, other judges from the Supreme Court also, okay, judges of Supreme Court can be appointed as chairman of NHRC. It is not necessary that only the Chief Justice of India becomes the chairman. Even judges of the Supreme Court can be chairman of the National Human Rights Commission. Okay, so that's why in the strictest sense this statement is wrong. Okay, so he must be a retired Chief Justice of India or a judge of the Supreme Court of India. That is the correct let's say statement. So first is right. Okay, only the first option is right, option A. Now we have another question, question number 9, and here we are going to talk about a act, okay, which is Panchayat's Extension to the Scheduled Areas Act, okay, 1996, or PESA Act. So they have given 3 statements. Basically, if you have read about this act, or maybe you might have read about Lakshmikant book or any polity book, so you will come across, let's say, like many statements there using which you can solve this question. Okay, the act extends the provision of part 9 of the Indian Constitution to scheduled areas under 5th schedule. Okay, this statement is right. All right, so if you have read Indian polity book of any author, you will be able to, let's say, solve this question. It empowers Gram Sabhas to control and regulate natural resources including land acquisition and mining. This statement is also right. It says PESA is applicable to all scheduled tribes. This statement is wrong. Why? Because it is not applicable to all scheduled tribes in India. Okay, it is applicable to scheduled tribes who are residing in scheduled areas. Okay, in certain states in India. Okay, in some northeastern states, in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, etc. Okay, so 1 and 2 only, which is option B, is the right answer. What? Option B is the right answer in this case. Now we have another question, which is question number 10, right? What it says, consider the following statements about Sagar Island. Okay, so this island is in news because it is associated with the festivities which is performed by let's say Hindu people. So it says it is famous for hosting the Ganga Sagar Mela. Ganga Sagar Mela, a major Hindu pilgrimage event. This statement is right. Okay. Second statement, the island is a UNESCO. So see, this particular island is itself not a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is not a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This island is located near to Sundarbans, and Sundarban is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This island is not UNESCO World Heritage Site. So that's why option A is right, which is statement 1. Now let us talk about another question. Question number 11. Which question? Question number 11. With reference to Sahitya Academy Award. Which award? Sahitya Academy Award. Consider the following statements. Okay, we have been given 2 statements. The award is given only in 22 languages enumerated in the Constitution of India. First statement is wrong. Why? Because the award is given in 22 languages that are mentioned in India. Plus, they have also recognized English. So, award can be given in English. It can be given for work related to Rajasthani. Recently, one particular work which is in English, it has received Sahitya Academy Award. Okay. So, first statement is wrong. Second statement, this award is not given posthumously. This statement is also wrong because it is given posthumously. Posthumously means if a person dies, if a person passes away, so his work can receive Sahitya Academy Award. Let's consider someone has written some work, but it was not published during his lifetime. After he passes away, his work is published and it is subsequently recognized by the Sahitya Academy. So they can provide Sahitya Academy Award. So it can be given posthumously also. Okay, I mean like up to 5 years after the death of the person, like that. Okay, so kind of neither one nor two. Okay, so none of these statements are correct here. Now let us talk about another question. Question number 12. Okay, this question is again important. What it says, consider the following statements regarding India's undersea cable network. Okay, India's undersea cable network. Here we need to understand that although we have mentioned India's undersea cable network, but the thing is, this cable network is not restricted to India itself. Let's say like this cable network goes beyond India to Middle East also, to Europe also, to other countries as well. So it says India's Asia Express connects Chennai and Mumbai with Central Asian countries. This statement is wrong. Okay, this particular statement is wrong. India Europe Express connects Mumbai with Europe via countries in the Middle East. This statement is right. IEX means India Europe Express. IAX means India Asia Express are expected to provide internet connections at a speed of over 100 Gbps over 16,000 km range. This statement is also right, means only 2. Which is statement 2 and 3 are correct, means like B is the right answer. Okay. And on the right side we have a previous year question which is similar to this one. That's why we have asked this question. Now let us talk about another question. What is this question all about? Question number 13. So here this question is related to Chilika Lake. This lake is very famous in India. This lake is located in Odisha. This is the only lake that has, let's say like a specific kind of turtle or dolphin, Irrawaddy dolphin. So it is the largest coastal lagoon in India and is located in the state of Odisha. This statement is right. Okay. See, this particular topic is very important under environment and ecology. Okay, you need to learn about it. It is designated Ramsar wetland of international importance. This is right. It is the only lagoon in India to host Irrawaddy dolphin. This is also right. So all the three statements means option B is right. All the three statements are correct. Okay. See, all the three statements are correct in this question. All right. So with this, we will quickly move to the next question. So we have now question number 14. What this question says, consider the following statements about Dhava Doli Oran. Okay, Dhava Doli Oran. So it is a traditional sacred group in Western Ghat. It is threatened due to the polluted water from Juari River, hunting free-ranging dogs. It is currently protected area under Forest Department. Okay, so like we have kind of this question number 14. Okay, let me tell you question number 14 quickly. Yeah. So in this question, basically, the first statement is right. It is a traditional sacred group in the Western Ghat. Third is right. It is currently a protected area under the Forest Department. But it is not right. Okay. Second statement. It is threatened due to polluted water from Juari River. Okay. So basically, yeah. So second statement is incorrect. Okay. Correct answer is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. None of the option is given. Okay. So one of the option can be modified. Let's say like C option, which is 1 and 3 kind of. Okay. This is the thing. Now let us talk about another question. Question number 15. Okay. What is this question all about? We are going to modify that question, okay, in the PDF before it is uploaded. With reference to Central Consumer Protection Authority, CCPA, Central Consumer Protection Authority, consider the following statements. It was established under Consumer Protection Act, right, to protect consumer rights. It has the authority to impose penalties on false, and this statement is right. It does not have quasi-judicial powers. Okay. So first statement is right. I mean like in this question, Central Consumer Protection Act 1 and 2. Option A is the right answer in this case. Now we have another question, question number 16. And this question is very important. It is related to Goods and Services Tax Council, GST Council. Okay. Consider the following statements. It is a constitutional body established under Article 279A of the Indian Constitution. This statement is right. It is not chaired by the Prime Minister. Okay. It is chaired by the Union Finance Minister. Okay. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji. It is responsible for making recommendation on tax rates, exemptions, and so this statement is right. 1 and 3. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Option A. We have another question now. Question number 18. I think 17. Consider the following statements about quantum satellites. Okay. Quantum technology is very much in news. Recently, Google has launched a product or announced a product. It is known as Willow. Okay, this particular product, I mean like is a quantum chip, and within 5 minutes it has done computation which is let's say like which will require our fastest supercomputer in Earth about a time which is 10 septillion years, which is 10 into 10 raised to power 15 years. Okay. The fastest supercomputer in the world will require these many years to do computation which will be done in 5 minutes by that particular, let's say like that particular quantum chip which is developed by Google. Okay. So a quantum satellite enables secure communication using principles of quantum entanglement and quantum key distribution. This statement is right. So India has not launched first quantum satellite. It is going to launch quantum satellite, let's say in next 2-3 years. Okay, it is going to launch the quantum satellite in next 2-3 years. quantum satellites are immune to hacking and cyber attacks. Okay, so we can say, let's say quantum, as of now, quantum satellites are very much protected. They are very much, I mean, like, you know, much better. But the thing is, they are not immune to cyber attacks. Okay, there can be cyber attacks to quantum satellites in future. Option A is right in this question. Okay, only one statement is correct. Oh, sorry, option B. Only one statement is correct. Means first statement is correct. Now let us talk about another question, question number 18. So this question is regarding Digital Warrior Initiative. Okay, two statements are given, Digital Warrior Initiative. So first statement says, it is a program launched by Government of India to train professionals in cyber defense and ethical hacking. We know what is cyber defense, we know what is ethical hacking. So basically this is a program which is launched by the Government of India. This statement is correct. This initiative is part of India's digital campaign aimed at enhancing cyber security. This statement is also right. So both these statements are correct. Okay, kind of. Option C is the right answer. Now let us talk about another question, question number 19. So what this question says, consider the following statements about speed guns. Okay, so these speed guns are not guns in traditional sense. Basically, like, these guns will help us to identify the speed of a object which is flying or which is moving. Nowadays, a speed gun is being used by traffic, let's say police, to identify the speed of a speeding vehicle or running vehicle. It is used to identify speed of, let's say, like, you know, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAV. So they are radar based device used to measure the speed of moving objects, particularly vehicles, using Doppler effect. This is right. They are only used by law enforcement agencies to monitor traffic. No. So this particular gun has multiple use cases. It is not only related to the law enforcement agencies. Okay, so other agencies can also use it. Modern speed guns can also utilize laser technology for more precision and targeted speed measurement. This is right. Correct answer is option B in this question. Okay, option B is the right answer. So with this, we will now move to the last question for the day. Okay, this question. So this question is about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay. So he was a visionary leader and social reformer. He contributed significantly to political, social and economic landscape of India. So they have asked multiple statements. Okay, so according to the answer key, so you can read all these statements one by one. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar resigned from the post of law minister due to differences. Okay, so this statement you need to cross check once again. Okay, in the answer key this is mentioned right. So this statement is wrong. Although he was the chief architect of the Pune Pact, but it did not grant, okay, it did not grant separate electorate to scheduled caste in India. This statement is right. His vision for social justice emphasized equality of opportunity, which he viewed as inseparable from liberty and fraternity. He argued that industrialization and state intervention were essential for achieving economic equality in India, as reflected in his work, The Problem of Rupee, Its Origin and Its Solution. Okay, so first, third and fourth means option A is right. Okay, however, I would encourage you to, let's say, cross check the first statement. Okay, I have not read much the first statement, I mean, like, this particular topic. So that's the thing. Amit Shah's comments on Ambedkar, they want to turn the clock back. Okay, so that's all for the day from my side. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's session. I hope you have a